Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through for you. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your journey to becoming more and more yourself. Thank you all so much for your kind comments, for supporting each other in the comment section, for all your likes and shares. I'm so grateful for all of you. Welcome in. So, all right, let's get to your reading. In the past, we have the King of Wands in reverse. Feels like this person's afraid to take action. They lack the courage of their convictions. It feels like they're very afraid. Who is this? Whoever this is, let's see, they're in a group. A toxic group. Could be a family. They're very stuck in this group. Let me see. So someone can't move. Someone perceives that this is where they should be, but they're stuck. They're not seeing this clearly. They're not seeing this group clearly. This very toxic group. Someone's being very, very cowardly in their actions. There's someone here who's aligned, who's happy. This feels like a family, a toxic family, toxic friend group, family. And this person is kind of joining with the group. They believe what they've been told. And so they're acting in a way that is unlike them, or they've got a bit of group think going on. You know what I mean? Like very influenced by this toxic group to act in a very cowardly way towards someone who's very aligned, very happy. Someone who is focusing on their happiness, who doesn't want to fight. There's someone else in the past environment, someone who's King of Swords in reverse. This is someone mentally manipulative. This is someone who, they're very smart, but they use communication to deceive, to manipulate. This person feels very Machiavellian, a puppeteer, someone who wants to control the narrative. I think this King of Swords person is manipulating the family, the friend group, whatever group this is. And so the King of Wands is believing the King of Swords in reverse. And so they're getting this group. The King of Swords is manipulating this group. They're manipulating this group. And it feels like there's messages. It feels like this group is trying to get rid of you, trying to detach from you. You're very aligned and happy. You don't want to fight. But there's this communication coming in. It's about finances. It's about someone who appears very independent, very abundant. That, okay, you're being ousted and replaced. Someone wants to replace you in this group. So someone's wanting to discard you and replace you with the Nine of Pentacles. It feels like this King of Swords in reverse perceives in the past that you don't have what it takes, that you don't fit. It feels like there's a lot of whatever they needed to say to tell this family, tell their friends, tell this group that you don't belong, that there's someone else. What I'm getting here is that the real motivation to replace you feels very financial. It feels like you are, in the past, as I'm tuning into you, very loving and very sweet, but this feels more financial. Someone wanted, it feels like this King of Swords in reverse wanted to be an emperor, and they perceived that they would get an upgrade. They would discard you, and this Nine of Pentacles person would be a payoff. There would be some type of financial payout, some reward for replacing you. It feels very financially motivated. So this might have, with marriage in a challenge position, this might have been who you were married to. And they thought that they wanted to replace you with a rich girl. That looks like the plan. The challenge is that you're married, or there's some type of long-term connection here, like a marriage. I think there's muddled thinking here, murky thoughts. There's also, oh, I don't like that. This is willing to go to dark places, dark thoughts. Okay, oh, I'm not liking this at all. They're wanting to discard you from a marriage, from a lasting, obviously a long-term connection. Here comes this rich girl, and it feels like the King of Swords in reverse is like, this is my chance to lead, become emperor. And so they're manipulating a family or friend group, the King of Swords in reverse, to get the Knight or the King of Wands in reverse to discard you, to see that you're bad news. Anything else we need to know about the King of Wands in reverse? The King of Wands in reverse, in the past, someone who's very established, settled, secure, wealthy. This might have been someone you were close with, like a close friend, someone you had mutual respect with. Ooh. With the way the cards just felt, it feels like that was why it was so painful, is that despite you in the past being aligned, loving, not a very fighting person, or you're not fighting here that I'm perceiving, But this King of Swords in reverse is very convincing. There's a lot of gossip, and they're all believing it. Okay. So it looks like what the King of Swords in reverse was communicating about you was that you were off balance. You were unhappy, sowing seeds of disharmony. But really, it feels like the King of Swords in reverse just wants to party. They took a gamble with this. They gambled you. They gambled the relationship. They wanted to... They didn't value you. They perceive you as holding them back. And they want to replace you. It feels like they already have their replacement with the rich girl. And it feels very shady. The plans, how to discard you. For some of you, it got really, really dark. Okay, in this current energy, we have the Page of Wands. This feels like someone's following their desires, following their inspiration. It feels a little carefree here. I'm liking that. Carefree. That feels like your energy, that you're feeling carefree. Wow. If this is your energy, if you're enjoying life, feeling carefree, it feels very different than where you were in the past. But here we've got the King of Wands again coming up. In the past, they were reversed. They were acting cowardly. And now they're showing up upright. And it's an interesting image. So their backs turned. They're looking at a giant magical snake. Feels like they're contemplating. Doesn't feel like you've communicated with this person. What's going on? What's going on? What do we need to know? Two of Cups. Okay. They see... Okay, so the King of Wands in this current energy is seeing you happy, joyful, following your desires, learning as you go, figuring things out. There's this loving energy between the two of you with the Two of Cups. They're seeing how you've healed. Maybe you haven't communicated with them. You've healed and you're finding success. You're not bitter. You're not unhappy. It feels like you were ousted from this group. I think they thought you were going to be unhappy once you left the group. But you're not. You've healed and you've found success. Maybe you found love. But they're grieving. It feels like there's a lot of meditation, a lot of examining. I'm perceiving that snake, that giant snake, they're now perceiving the snake, the King of Swords in reverse. They're seeing this snake now, like they're willing to see. There's a giant snake here. This the King of Wands is starting to reconnect, rethink things, redo the math. They're recalculating because someone, I think they're seeing you've moved on, you're happy, you've healed, you're finding success. And there's this snake. I feel this regret from participating in this group discarding of you, believing. Okay, there's a lot of grief. Like recognizing what they did to someone who's just in their Nine of Cups. They're just happy. They're just aligned. They're not fighting. Things are coming to surface, to the surface. This person is starting to see, with the Hanged Man, this person is in a position, they're finally allowing themselves to see, to have the clarity, to take some pause, and they're seeing things differently. They're seeing things very differently about this painful ending, unnecessarily painful ending between two people that it feels like they participated in. You might be Queen of Swords to anybody who participated in this because it was brutal, because of this. It could have just been like a communication, like, hey, it could have been, it feels like there could have been honest communication, but instead it feels like there was manipulation, a plot, a plan to get you out of this group and replace you with someone more abundant. Wow. So, okay. So I think we've got the main story about what's going on. Anything more about the King of Wands? Why they're seeing this person as a snake now? Anything that would help us bring clarity to the situation? The House reversed and a Rich Man reversed. Your ex wanted a financial upgrade, wanted to replace someone who's very loving with someone who's they perceived as abundant, but they didn't get the house and they didn't get their riches. So the plan didn't work. They didn't get the house. They didn't get their riches. I think okay, kind of mathing, piecing things together. In the past, the King of Swords was telling this group that the King of Wands in reverse was a part of, that you've got to go. Whatever those lies, whatever, I want to party. The Nine of Cups brings imbalance. It's just not going. It's just whatever lies and manipulation to get them to not see you as, because these are people that you were close to, that you respected. At least the King of Wands in reverse was someone that you respected. There was a closeness there. But really what was going on in the past was there was a third party. And so the King of Swords in reverse in the past was manipulating everyone, manipulating you, manipulating a family or friend group that you need to be discarded. And what's really going on is they want to replace you. The truth of the matter is they want to detach from you and they just want to replace you. They're positive that you're the problem, but it feels like nobody really knows that that's what's really going on here. Not this family or friend group. But now, in this current energy, the King of Wands in reverse is now upright. They're now seeing things. That it wasn't about you and whatever lies they said about you. It's because they wanted to be a rich man and they wanted a house, something like that. And now realizing that they were a part of a plan to hurt someone that they had a closeness, a mutual respect for, that they took part, they're now seeing this, and there's just so much grief and sadness realizing what they did. And it feels like they can't communicate with you. I wouldn't either. since they planned and plotted against you. Wow. Okay. What's hidden is the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is someone waking from a nightmare into a nightmare, a never-ending nightmare. It's painful, but not painful enough to leave because of the pillow, because of some type of comfort zone. So someone is in a nightmare, but they're not uncomfortable enough that they're willing to leave or do anything about it. There's no desire here. They're feeling abandoned and left out. Someone has moved on. They don't have a strategy. The truth is coming out. They're looking like a fool. And there's no love where they are. That feels like your ex, the King of Swords in reverse energy. I mean, they're in a never-ending nightmare. They have no creativity. They have no spark, that ease. That's interesting. So you're showing up as carefree and trying things out, and they're the the Page of Wands in reverse. They don't have that carefree spirit. So they feel very burdened. A lack of spark, a lack of desire. They have no plan. They feel rejected, dejected, abandoned. You've moved on. You're moving on. You're moving away. Maybe you've moved away. And the truth is coming out. People are seeing this. It feels like it's hidden. What's hidden is that the truth is coming out. People are seeing how foolish this person was in the past. That how unloving, how cruel that was. And it feels like everybody's kind of taken a big step backwards from this King of Swords in reverse energy. Seeing how toxic this is. So it's not just the King of Wands who's perceiving this, who's putting two and two together, who's really seeing the truth come out. It feels like it's things have not gone as they were supposed to. It feels like the King of Swords in reverse is very unmasked in this current energy. The truth is coming out. I'm not getting anything closer, so I'll move on. All right, the advice and outcome is Six of Wands in reverse. What do we need to know about the Six of Wands in reverse? Lack of success, very public. I think I'm still on the same in what's hidden. It's very public. A lack of success. Someone tried something. Wow, the Page of Wands. Again, this feels like you. That you're just like unbothered. Whether you are bothered or not, people are seeing that you're just like carefree, happy, following your desires, healing. You've healed from this. You might be low or no contact with anybody associated with discarding you in this way. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's a flaw in the plan. There were a lot of flaws in this plan in the past, but they weren't seeing you clearly. They thought you just being happy and loving was like a weakness. They took your happiness and your kindness for weakness. But in the past, you were aligned. It feels like they can't see this. Like you had a personal alignment in the past. They thought you were easy to dupe, that you weren't seeing this, that you weren't that smart, that you were easy to manipulate. There's also something here about you would be easy to manipulate your desires. Easily seduced, easily manipulated through seductive matters here, and that you were out of alignment, but you were in alignment. They weren't reading you accurately at all. They just assumed that's what you were, but that wasn't you at all. You were finding your happiness. It doesn't feel in this relationship, but there was something in the past when this went down where you were aligned with yourself, I'm not sure what that is, but they didn't perceive it that way. They totally misread you. And you walked away. As difficult as it was with the Eight of Cups, it looks like you walked away. And that was not the plan. They wanted to replace you, but like still have control over you. I don't know what in their head that looked like, but they wanted you to be very unhappy, but you moved on. You centered yourself, started focusing on you, pouring into you, and building a foundation. Anything else that we need to know about this outcome? What I'm getting here is the outcome is that you just succeeded. You're not who they thought. They thought they could pull one over on you, that they could move you, they could manipulate you, that they could replace you, but still have some type of hold on you, some type of control over you. But instead, that didn't happen. You feel very carefree, very healed. Yeah, this was not what they expected. They had an expectation. The thievery in reverse. They thought they could steal from you. They thought that they could steal a marriage from you, steal your place. They could take you out of a place and replace you. There's a lot of stealing and thievery going on, or tried to, but it's coming to light right now. Wow. It's not just this King of Wands, too. I'm really tuned into this person's energy in the collective. They're really reworking things, analyzing, seeing the truth of what they really took part in. And it feels like there's a lot of grief and guilt around that, especially since you were close, someone that there was some type of mutual respect. And that's why it was so painful. So, all right, I'm not getting any more messages through right now. I hope this reading was helpful, brought clarity, support, validating your experience. Keep moving on, keep doing you. This Page of Wands energy, this kind of happy-go-lucky energy is really helping you right now, staying happy, going after what you desire. So I hope that's helpful. Take care. Bye.